Friends. Welcome to the first ever RLD Podcast. We are your hosts. My name is Sean.
And I'm Michaela.
And we are the Batterberries. And we are the owners of Red Letter Days. A lot of people refer to us as Red Letter Days Photography. That's what it's been known for since the beginning. And
this is true.
That's our handle on Instagram.
Yeah, we can't change it because somebody else has Red Letter Days.
Yeah.
So that's still our handle.
Yes. But anyways, this is the very first episode of hopefully many episodes. And so we wanted to just walk through what this podcast will be and the things that we'll be talking about. And so that's what this whole episode will be about. So I wanted to hand it over to Michaela because she came up with a bunch of stuff that is going to be perfect to share. So we'll just she gave me the weirdest look. So much pressure.
I didn't come up with that much stuff. Just disclaimer.
Speaking of disclaimers, before we get into stuff, we are not professionals at this.
No.
So we literally just bought this equipment like a few days ago, and we came up with this idea not even like a week ago.
Yeah, it hasn't been very long.
Yeah, but I mean it's going to be a fun new adventure for both of us because we're actually both very introverted.
Yes.
So this is going to stretch us, and I think the thing that's going to help is literally right now we're sitting in Michaela calls it our awkward or our stupid room.
Yeah, we have this room in our house I think it's supposed to be a den, but it's not. It's very awkward.
Yeah, it's got a fireplace in the corner and the layout is weird, and anyways.
Yeah, so it's kind of stupid when you're trying to figure out furniture. That's why I call it the stupid room. But so that's where we're sitting right now.
But we both have coffee in hand. I'm literally in my sweats and my robe. Michaela had a short meeting this morning, so she's a little more formal. But
I've got jeans and a sweatshirt on. So formal. But
yes, that's our setting. And as of right now, we're not going to be doing any cameras or anything like that. If that's something we want to do down the road, or if that's something people request, because this is kind of nice because we don't have to get, like I was saying, we don't have to get dolled up or anything like that for this.
Yes.
So I much prefer this format.
I do too.
Yeah. So anyways.
But they can't see facial expressions, so
that's
you'll
true.
have to explain them.
I will. I'll point it out because Michaela has the best facial expressions, and I feel bad for those who are going to miss out on this.
My face doesn't lie.
It doesn't lie.
Well, you kind of touched on part of why we wanted to do this, which was we're introverted, so I don't know if people know a lot about us just by what we have on our website and whatnot. Or it was kind of an idea to allow. I don't want to call them clients, like they're clients, but they're also our Red Letter Days family. But allow people to get to know us a little bit better.
Yeah, be vulnerable.
Be real. Let you guys see who we are.
Well, and that helps because for businesses that, in our particular industry, there's a lot of photography companies that just have their name and then photography or production or something like that. And so that inherently just lets people in a little bit more.
Yeah.
We decided on our name. We'll get into that. And we love our name because it means a lot to us, but it doesn't really tell you who we are in and of itself. And so that's part of the reason we wanted to do this is because when we work with a couple, we get really close to them.
It's true.
Yeah.
We're there for some pretty big moments of their lives. So it's nice. It's such an honor to be there, but there is that connection, that human connection where, it'd be nice for them to get to know us a little bit more. It's nice when we get to know them a little bit more and just build trust and familiarity. Is that a word? Familiarity?
It is very, it's a very good word.
Yeah. So that's part of it. Another reason we wanted to do this is we've been doing it a little while. Started this in 2011, January 2011. So 15 years ago.
Yep.
Now, yeah. And so we've seen some things. We've learned some things. And I think one of the best gifts you can give to others is to share what you've learned. So I think that's part of it. Maybe there's some lessons or something that's either helpful or inspiring or whatever that others can take away from it.
And on the learning note, Michaela and I as much as we've learned throughout the years, and I personally still feel like I know very little.
Same.
So it's like every day, every time I go out and shoot, I feel like I learn something new. Every new couple I work with, every new client I work with, I feel like I learn something new, which is something that's really cool about our industry in particular, because it's an art.
Yes.
So
it's constantly evolving. So you're not only learning just life stuff and whatnot, but even in the industry evolving, you're constantly learning with gear and styles and techniques and all of that stuff, which
is cool, but it's also it also kind of sucks a little bit that it's changing
ends.
So much all the time and so rapidly.
Yes.
We can get into that because that's a whole other podcast about the changing industry.
Yeah. So I think this kind of is a twofold thing. This podcast can be for people that we work with as far as clients. You guys are clients, but I feel like you're so much more than that. So I don't necessarily love that word, but people that, hire us or whatever for our services.
Yeah, I think for clarity's sake, we sometimes say clients, but I actually don't say the word client too often. I think we say couples.
Yeah.
I think we promote on our website even. I think we say couples and stuff like that.
Families. Yeah.
I like what you said though. The Red Letter Days family, the RLD family.
You really are part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, so for them, it's for you guys. It's for people who could potentially be planning a wedding or just curious about wedding photography or family photography or whatever, and videography. We do a lot of different things. So it's for you guys, but it's also for people who do what we do. So it's for people in our industry as well. So there'll be a lot of different angles here. Yeah.
And I think because honestly, I didn't really know how to market the category of what, because through this hosting platform specifically, there were pretty limited options. So I put us down as like arts, visual arts, and then the last one was like, I can't even remember. It was like business or something like that.
Art business. Perfect.
But I think this actually will be very entertaining. You guys will learn pretty quick that Michaela and I can get pretty goofy, which is, I think we let couples in on that on the big days.
Yeah,
we can get pretty loopy, especially as the day goes on. But I think
take it too serious.
No, we have a blast.
Yes.
We have a blast doing them. But when we're by ourselves at home, we think we're hilarious.
We're so funny. You guys have no idea. Our kids have no idea.
Oh man, and it's just getting worse because they're getting older.
It's true.
Yeah.
So I think that will give you a nice idea of who we are, what we do, why we do it.
Yeah, and like you said, it's going to be cool for potential couples, if they want to learn more about us, we can point them to this.
Yeah.
Because this will be a great kind of peek inside to get to know us better and see if our personalities would match. Because this is very much just going to be us. Yep. This is not we have zero script for this. It's basically just kind of points that we want to touch on. Otherwise, we'll go off the rails a little bit. So
yeah, I can ramble.
Yeah. Well, and when we're talking about our passion, and this is an outlet,
For sure.
We can kind of just get going on stuff. And It'll be fun. It'll be fine. And we're not going to guarantee like a time on this. We want to stick around like the 30-minute to 45-minute kind of time frame. Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
But occasionally, maybe if we have guests on, which leads me to my next point that I was going to talk about, it'd be really cool to potentially bring in couples that we've worked with in the past and, revisit their day. And that would just be so much fun.
I would love that.
Yeah. And then I'll just touch on this right now. We work with two of our best friends the majority of the time at weddings, and we'll probably have them on regularly as guests, and that's the Bermans, Josh and Emma.
Yes.
And we love them dearly, and they're just the best. And so we call ourselves the cool kids.
We are the cool kids.
That's literally our group chat.
I'm hoping to bring lots of team members.
Yes.
On here, so you can get to know a little bit of everybody. But we work with them often. They're awesome.
Yeah.
And if they're willing, we would love to have them on here regularly.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
Josh.
He loves
Emma. To. We have a bromance like nothing else.
They do have a bromance. It's so cute.
But you're right. Everybody that we work with who comes and shoots with us, like our newfound friends and the Schwabs, all the way to your cousin Mackenzie, who's been working with us since day one. Steady
rock.
Yeah.
She's been here for like 14, 15 years. So
and everybody in between, so many friends that we rely on, that we're close to. One thing about working with seconds or finding seconds is you want to find somebody who not only complements you and your style, so that it flows seamlessly into your galleries and stuff like that, but also somebody who you connect with personally. And then also on the day of like a wedding or, any kind of shoot, if you're not, with them in the same room and they're talking with a client, that they're going to represent the company well, that they're going to represent us well, and that you just don't have to worry about. And everybody that we've worked with has been like that. And so we feel very blessed in that.
For sure. Yeah, I definitely think that's a huge part of it. And that's a whole episode in itself is, your team, your second shooters.
Oh, yeah.
If you are a second shooter, what you should be doing, all of that stuff. So that's a good idea for later.
Yep.
It's a rabbit hole we could go down now, but we don't have time for all of that right now.
No, we're already halfway through our episode.
Oh, shoot.
Well, not quite. Couple minutes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So we will try to stick to those time goals, but I don't know. We'll see. Back to your point as to why we're doing this. There was one other kind of thought that we had, and that is we feel like our specific market is kind of underrepresented when it comes to resources like a podcast or even just conversations. So as somebody in the market that we're in, we thought it'd be cool to have somebody talking about this, about topics that are relatable to us. And what I mean by that is we are very much in an area that's oversaturated for what we do. But what you see online, you see a lot of luxury, high-end, very like magazine, movie-esque stuff. That is what gets shared. Oh no, I have a tickle in my throat.
Just take care of it, babe. It's all good.
Sorry.
This is very raw and real.
It's so real.
I got, speaking of which.
There you go. Those things are all beautiful and great and very Instagram worthy, and not that creating beautiful visuals isn't a goal of ours. That's definitely.
Yeah. I mean, that's a huge aspect to what we do.
Yeah.
Is we want to create beautiful imagery, and now with the social media platforms and stuff like that, this is the time is prime for sharing that kind of stuff. And so
for sure. But in all reality, there are so many couples and families. Wow, families that would love to have these very luxurious weddings and whatnot, but it's just not reality for their budgets and their lifestyles, and even for our location. So there's a time and a place for those creators, and they're awesome, but they seem to drive the education market for our industry. They seem to drive the goal setting so that everyone kind of gets the impression that that's the goal to achieve for success. And it is for some people, but for us, it's not. For us, our market is being able to give people a beautiful, documented day, that they can afford, and that is more on their, I don't want to say level, but you know what I mean? Like, it's in their setting. It's
I think the couples we find and work with and tend to find us in our business reflect who we are more. I think we're very like average, down to earth.
We're not fancy.
Love to be home, homebodies. That we've lived a few years now, babe. And we're not starting, but we realize more and more every year how important capturing these kind of memories are. And that also helps us to realize that we don't want capturing memories to be a luxury. We want it to be something that everybody can afford, that reflects in our pricing structure. Although we need to make a living, doing what we do. And honestly, I was thinking about this the other day. We would 100% do this for free, if we could. If it came down to we need $0 anymore for the rest of our lives, this is something that we would 100% do for free for people, just because we love what we do so much, and it's so important.
It's so important
to capture these memories for people. Why is it so important to capture these memories for our couples, babe?
Oh my gosh. I mean, this could be an episode in itself, but
just give me a little tidbit.
I mean, the canned answer is that these are what you have that last, right? So you have the footage and the photos to look back on is all that you save, other than even it lasts longer than people, even, which is the reality of it. And
well, and a little insight. I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Like, what have you been doing recently that maybe can? Because this when you offered this, it clicked in my brain like, this is exactly why we do what we do.
Yeah.
And yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I have I've been doing an archive project, and there's several reasons why I've been doing it, but the end result is really cool. I'm calling them a legacy archive collection. And basically what I'm doing is I'm going through all of our hard drives, online gallery archives, and I'm unarchiving old sessions for families and putting them all together in one location. So essentially like a digital album or digital photo book of all of the sessions that I've captured or we've captured for them over 15 years. And I have some that have 30 sessions, and I've been able to see their kids graduate high school, then their engagement, they got married, they had babies. Those babies have, gone through several milestones. Now they're like in their, middle school years or whatever. So it's this legacy. You can pass it on they'll pass these on to their kids.
Yep.
And then those grandkids, whatever, eventually will look at these. It's something that just lasts forever.
Which that word that you just said is the word that I often describe our business, and that's legacy. Like, yes. I think because we primarily focus on weddings, and because we're such we love people, we love relationships. Like it's not just, you're not clients, like we said.
Exactly.
You're somebody that puts a lot of trust in us, and in turn we get really close. And I was going to say this earlier, we feel like we know you guys so much better probably because after the day, we look at
we look at you forever.
We look at you so long.
Like hours and hours of staring at your face.
So I've told this to many of our couples before. I'm like, we're best friends because, you may have like forgotten about me after the day or whatever, but I get to spend every day with you for a while.
It's so true.
I feel so close to our couples, but
and you're listening to them talk too.
Yes. Me in particular, since I'm editing the videos, I hear your voices. I hear your family voices, which is really cool actually to think about now. But yes, often that will turn into, now the couple that got married has kids. They want to do a newborn session. They want to do a 1-year-old session. They want to do family portraits. So now the kids are growing up and now our kids are graduating.
It's crazy.
And now my child is getting married and we want you to do the wedding or,
Yeah, eventually we'll be.
Yeah. We've done one of those.
Yeah, but we didn't know them as a baby. Like it wasn't following the baby all the way through marriage.
Sure.
Yes, it's really
we're nearing that.
We are. It's very special though to be able to, like I said, it's an honor just to be kind of
huge
let behind that closed door. It's very intimate, it's very private, these moments, and it takes a lot of care.
Yep.
To hold that space, and I think that's why it means so much, and that's part of why I feel like it is valuable regardless of the price. Like I don't think that everybody should have to have millions of dollars. Obviously they're not paying that on photos and videos alone, but should not have to be wealthy to have these special things. So, but I mean, there's also, there's balance for sure. Like you said, you have to make a living and do it well. We definitely pour a lot of investment into our gear and everything we do.
Yeah.
Which costs a lot of money, but,
we put our best foot forward.
Yeah. I think it pays in other ways. And so not saying anything against anybody who's all for doing those luxury markets and whatnot. That's great. There's a whole market for it.
That's the beautiful thing about our industry is everybody can be exactly who they want to be.
Yeah.
And they can build a successful business out of it, which is amazing. The freedom that we have to do that here.
Yes.
Yeah.
But to come full circle, like we don't see as many people talking about this space as we do being like, hey, make this much money per wedding, or let's have the most extravagant Instagram post, So we feel like there's kind of, at least when I was looking for stuff to listen to or watch, there's not a lot out there. So we're hoping this might give others who view it the same way or feel the same calling, like just a space to kind of connect.
Maybe a little bit more relatable.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully that's one of the big hopes that I have is maybe there's, like you said, the underrepresented, silent majority.
Yeah, we're definitely underrepresented. We are also Nikon shooters, which
you
running joke. I did it because this is gonna be a thread throughout everything.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole episode. I think is
for those who
we're
are
the
not
black sheep
working in this industry. There obviously there's different brands of gear, and Nikon tends to get the bad rap in.
Well, yeah, mainly in video.
In video spaces, for sure.
But
it's been around forever.
Yeah, definitely the butt of many jokes.
It's a joke.
Through all aspects. But
But hey, we're doing it. We've been doing it. We started on Nikon. We're still on Nikon. So.
Yeah, we have no intention of changing. Although I do want to learn the other systems just to be more marketable on myself, so I can continue to go out there and shoot with my friends. And stuff like that.
I'll bring my own.
Well, and that's something we'll talk about too, is like, is it absolutely necessary to shoot on a different system or shoot on the same system in photography?
No.
Maybe not if you're shooting in RAW. Is it probably more beneficial to do that when you're shooting in video? Yeah, it's probably a little easier. We'll get into all that later.
Yeah, that will be a gear episode or a technical.
Yeah.
Like, we'll do a disclaimer.
Yeah, we got to bring Josh on for that. Cause
warning, nerds. Nerd alert, nerd alert.
We literally schedule on our calendar, me and Josh, nerd days.
You do.
We call them nerd days on the calendar, and we just love that stuff.
You do.
Yep.
How much time do we have?
We're at 26 minutes.
Hey, look at us.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Yeah. I think that we could talk a little bit about, I guess we could talk about our name. We could talk about like just the origins.
Sure.
Since this is an intro.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Well, you mentioned how we met, how we got into this.
Yes. So we could do a super condensed version of our story, like who we are.
Yeah.
I know this is kind of towards the end of the episode, but that's okay. Hopefully you're still listening.
Please.
This might just be for us and our families. I don't know. You guys will have to let us know if,
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly,
who cares?
Again, yeah, it's, I wanted this to be a resource both to be able to send our couples to get an insight on who we are, and then also just as an outlet for us. So if this goes anywhere, then that's great. That's just icing on the cake. But I think this is going to be just a blast for us. So.
Yeah. I mean,
that takes the pressure off too.
Absolutely. I'm not saying like it needs to go viral. Gosh, please. I don't really, no. Yikes. But like that somebody will listen to it. Yeah. So I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, so who we are, we didn't say this in the podcast yet, but we are married.
We are.
Yes. We've been married for 20 years. Which is crazy.
20 years.
We just celebrated our 20-year anniversary a couple months ago. Yeah.
Married way out of my league.
No.
I just saw a post that says these Christian guys who married way out of their league is proof that God exists.
Oh my gosh.
Proof enough that God exists. And I commented, amen.
That's so funny. I feel the opposite way. So that's, like, flip it around.
You're so humble and nice to me.
Okay, so we are both, I would say we're both kind of Pacific Northwest natives. I mean, I was born and raised here, lived here my whole life. You have lived here since you were very young. Yeah,
we moved out here when I was like 1.5.
Yeah,
or something like that. I was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's where my dad's from. That's where my parents met. But yeah, I've grown up here, so I truly feel like a Pacific Northwest native.
Yes. So this is our home. It's beautiful. It is rainy, but not as rainy as everyone thinks. We are kind of in the Southwest Washington, kind of Portland metro area. I would say that's kind of our stomping grounds.
Yep.
And we love it.
We love it.
It's beautiful.
It is. Especially where we live now, we can see mountain ranges.
You see the mountains daily.
Yeah.
We can see 3 mountains daily. And when I say mountains, I don't mean like hills. Cute little hills.
We're talking about Mount St. Helens.
Yeah.
Mount Hood and Adams, right?
And Adams, yes. And I mean, these are like volcanoes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're in the ring of fire.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
But they are majestic and epic and gorgeous. And
amen to that.
We've got the ocean pretty close to us, a couple hours away.
Yep.
We even have a desert a couple hours away. So we really have it all.
We have it all.
Yes, I love it. We went to high school together. That's where we met.
We did. Prairie High School Falcons.
Woo woo.
Go Falcons.
We were friends in high school.
Yep.
I would say like acquaintance friends. Like we never hung out or anything, but we were definitely friends.
Yep.
We did not start dating until like a year after we graduated. We ran into each other, and that's a whole story.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
That could be a whole episode. And it's kind of cool because I feel like God really, throughout our whole story, prepared us for what we do now, because we've been through a lot. So we are able to kind of keep a clear mind on chaotic troubleshooting wedding days and whatnot, because we've walked through a lot of stuff like that, which will be another episode. But
yes, if you haven't caught on to the theme yet, we are very strong in our faith. We love Jesus dearly with all of our hearts. We're very involved in our churches, we've grown up in ministry
like our whole lives.
Yep.
We've been really just rooted in faith, and and God's been very faithful to us. So,
very, very thankful.
He is a big part of this all. So
yes,
yeah. That's so we got married
2005.
A year after we started dating.
Yep.
We have 2 amazing children.
Yep.
Rylan is our son. He's teenager, almost an adult, which is crazy.
18 this year.
This year.
Yep.
Yikes. And then Emma she'll be a teenager this year. She'll be 13. So
Yep.
Crazy. They're both wonderful kids. We were very blessed.
Very blessed.
They're creative and funny and smart and just really good hearts, which I'm so grateful for.
Grateful for that.
They are also our models for a lot of things. Any and every promotional idea that I put them through, they will do. Bless their hearts.
Emma mostly.
Yeah, Emma mostly, but
Rylan has been there before.
He has been. Yeah. We did a lot more of that when they were younger. Like, here, put this on. I got to take your picture. I need a marketing shot,
Or for me, here, sit here. I need you for a lighting or something like that.
Or I'm going to follow you around because I need to learn my new camera.
Yeah.
That's been their childhood.
It's not uncommon for dad to be walking around the house with a camera on a gimbal, just tracking you.
Oh my gosh. So true. I'll be sitting at my desk, just like rolled out of bed, went to the computer to start working, and here comes Sean with the camera on the gimbal, and I just have to pretend oh my gosh, get that out of my face. Get that out of my face.
Oh my gosh, I have tears in my eyes.
But you just get used to it. And you just trust that it's not going to end up on the internet.
Hey, I'm doing it for you guys.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
I just want to get better at my craft.
I mean, it's funny because our kids either have like the most well-documented parts of childhood. Like they have parts of their childhood that have epic videos.
Yeah.
Or not at all.
Yep.
It's like, oh, nope. We were definitely off the clock that day.
Yep.
So maybe a phone photo.
Yep.
Maybe. So yeah, that's a reality of children.
You're much better at documenting on your phone than I am, I will say.
Yeah, and to be completely honest, it's like shoot, I should have brought the camera here, snap on my phone, because I have intentions of going, I'm not working today. I'm going to leave the camera behind, and then I regret it every time.
But what I mean is you're documenting memories for us. That comes naturally, more natural to you. And that's something that I have to actually think about more. So
I see.
Yeah, you're very good at that, babe.
Well, time is fleeting, my friends.
Yes, it is. I can't believe we're going to have an 18-year-old this year. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So anyways, those are our kids.
Those are our kids. Yep. Yeah. I'm sorry. Now I'm just over here sitting like, oh my gosh, my baby.
Sorry.
just start crying.
Yep.
But that kind of goes into why we do what we do, right? I mean, like, you can look back on everything and just, it all comes flooding back. But yeah, those are our kids. We currently have 2 cats. We won't talk about them because we're going to keep this light and I don't want to say something I regret.
They're on the naughty list.
They're currently, most of the time.
So going back to why we got into doing what we do, just real quick, and we can talk about more in this in depth. You started doing photography at a young age.
Yes. So I took photos like as a kid all the time. Obviously, we didn't have phones with cameras back then, so I had like film cameras, or little like Instamax, not Instamax like we have now, but like little Polaroid things.
Yeah.
But yeah, my friends would. In middle school, I remember having photo shoot sleepovers. Like we would just, instead of just watching movies, we'd do photo shoots and whatnot. And that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
This was before social media, so it was simply just because that was a way to be creative and pass time.
Yeah.
And then
it was fun.
In high school, I took all the classes. Spoiler alert, I suck at darkroom stuff. Like I suck at developing film myself. So digital was definitely where it was at. Don't ask me to do film. That's a whole nother thing.
Hot take.
Yeah, we'll get to those.
Yep.
So then I actually got into video after that and thought I was going to go to film school in Canada, like for production stuff, and ended up meeting or dating Sean. So
yeah, I ruined everything.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm not moving now because.
And you in turn ruined my plans to join the military.
I think it was the Lord. Yeah,
divine intervention.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a very long, complex story, but both of us have been around
the arts,
media, and the arts for, not just like. Capturing not just digital arts, but like performing arts and production and stuff like that for a long time. Yeah. So
I've been more on the musician side of things. But that in turn is just that's a similar world. So that's around a lot of especially in church. I'm always around the visual side of things, the visual production, stuff like that. So I've always had a heart for that, had an interest in that. It's always been very cool to me. I have a lot of inspirations that are still my friends today that I get to work with today, which are really cool. I'll talk about them in another episode, but
that is cool.
And then my role in this came out of necessity, really.
It did. Because
I was a pastor at a church and, that's a whole other story too. But our guy who did all of our visual media, he got another position at a different company, and so we had a need. And just with our limited experience, Michaela and I offered our services to help in the interim. And something about me is I'm a huge nerd when it comes to new things like that, and so I dove into that both feet and learned as much as I could, and I fell in love with telling stories, testimonials of people and stuff like that, and I was hooked, and so that translated really well into our business. So
and it was again a God thing because that was in 2016 when you started doing that, or 2017?
Probably 2017. Yeah. More realistically, because I ended up leaving, I think, in 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
So we started Red Letter Days in 2011, and it was started by my family. Sean was part of it. You want to know the original idea? It was literally in my parents' living room, and we were like, hey, we have all of these skills, passions, I should say, our skills were very minimal at the time.
Some of us were more skilled than others. I think your skill set was definitely a lot higher as far as marketability.
Oh my gosh. But we're like, so yeah, I could take photos. My stepdad Carl could take photos. My mom had done like coordination for weddings here and there. So she's like, I'll plan and coordinate. Sean will do the music. And our friend Johnny was there.
Yeah,
he could officiate or something. I don't remember. He could. I don't even know if he was doing video yet. He might have been.
Yeah, I think he
was. He was doing video.
Yeah.
Jamie could do like his wife could do like invitations or something. Like it was like, how could we be a one-stop shop, right?
Yeah, Johnny and Jamie Driver. They have been friends for such a long time, and that would be cool to have them on.
That would
sometime.
be cool.
Yeah,
I would love
that. They've seen us from the beginnings.
But yeah, so that was like a dream, right? And also at that time, Rylan was 2011. It was almost 3.
Almost 3.
Yeah, and I was working at a coffee shop inside a medical clinic, which was fine. I still love making coffee to this day, but I had the best boss. But it was in a medical clinic. Nobody wanted to be there for coffee. They were always so grumpy and sick, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated being sick all the time. And I was like, there has to be a better way.
The best thing about that time was how close you were to where we lived. And so when Rylan was little, we were able to walk over there and visit Mom when she was at work.
You
could walk to work, and then we could go on walks and go visit Mom at work. That was really sweet. That was a precious time.
Yeah. So, what happened for me to make the leap was a friend of ours was getting married. She actually got married, I think, in December 2010.
Mm.
And it was just this sweet little church wedding. And
where was it?
It was at the Living Hope Orchards campus.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
off of 76th, I think.
Something
76th and 107th.
Tiny little church that we had changed into a black box, basically. Like it was so dark in there.
Yeah.
Just a stage.
Yeah.
And black everything, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, that doesn't matter. But their photographer, whoever they had hired, and this was like before the industry really like took off, right? So whoever they had set up for photography bailed on them the night before the wedding.
Oof.
Or either before the wedding or before dress rehearsal. So we get a panic call from the family, and they had asked Carl, who's my stepdad, if he could come take pictures. Because he has been a hobbyist. Like he was doing photos for mission trips all over, with some organizations and whatnot. And he's like, sure. And so he asked me if I wanted to join him. And I was like, sure, why not? I haven't picked up a camera in years, really, other than like our own personal stuff. But sure, it's better than nobody, right? And I did photos. I wasn't sure. I had no idea what I was doing. And looking back, it was like actually a really challenging situation.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is amazing. Like, why did I stop doing this?
Yeah.
And so that like quickly ignited it. Yeah. And we had this like brainstorming and like this idea to start doing it. And so January we had that meeting and had no idea what we were doing, got a business license. I decided to just start offering photo shoots, and they were terrible. I'm seeing that as I'm doing this archive
project. So hard on yourself.
Like, oh my gosh.
So thank you to all those that
Bless you.
Gave us a chance in the early days.
Yeah, I mean the memory is there, right? Like,
yep.
But I learned a lot, and I learned as we went, and
yep.
It was really cool. It
That's
was kind of a leap of faith.
That's what you got to do.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, but then that first year we did a bunch of weddings for like just nothing.
Yeah.
Just to build a portfolio. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that now. Like I have, again, what we've learned, right? But that's what we did. And the industry is a lot different now than it was 15 years ago. But yeah, so throughout like the growth of the company, one thing I always heard was, do you do video? And I'm like, I can't do both. I have to pick a lane, and so no. So we would, recommend others that we know that do a good job.
Yep. It worked out for many years.
It
to
did.
Do it that way.
It was great. And then, we kind of grew more, even to where we needed more help and whatnot. So it was perfect timing.
Yeah.
It made perfect sense.
Well, and knowing now, we know that it's nicer to have all the services all in one place for
100%.
So we've heard that a lot. So
yes.
But yeah. So that's the quick and dirty story.
Oh my gosh. And it wasn't even that quick, but it's just so complex.
There's a lot to it.
So yeah, we can unpack that another time even more, but yeah.
Yeah.
In a very large nutshell.
Yes.
Oh, the name. I didn't talk about the name.
Oh yeah.
I'll do that and then we can.
That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we'll wrap it up.
So when looking for a business name, most people do their actual name, like Michaela, whatever, photography.
Batterberry Productions doesn't really roll off the tongue.
No, Michaela Cherie. Like everybody uses their middle name, which is great. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
My name is very hard to spell. I was like, that's going to be awful. Nobody's going to be able to remember it or put it in Google. No.
Yep.
That's not going to work. And also, like, we were doing it as, multiple people, like a family thing, right? So
yeah,
that didn't work either. So I knew I wanted to do milestones and important days, mostly weddings and, graduations and whatever. So I went to Google and typed in
good old Google.
Yeah. Memorable day.
Yeah.
And that's what the dictionary says. An actual definition in the dictionary of red letter day is a noteworthy, memorable, or happy day.
Yep.
Which is exactly what we document.
Yep.
And of course, the cool thing is there's significance there with, history and having, like, in the Bible, Christ's words being written in red.
I love that. Yeah.
Most important,
Yeah. Pay attention.
Yeah. Even in history with the kings and whatnot, writing their important letters in red ink. Calendar has red days and whatnot. So anyways, that's the history of the name. It stuck. And it's been pretty great. But
yeah. Love it. Awesome. We did it.
We did it.
This is our first episode.
I'm sorry, it's long.
We covered a lot. Yeah, we're a little over our time, but
we're just excited.
We are excited. And there was a lot to cover in this initial one.
Yeah.
I think, we'll continue to hone it down and figure this out. But
yeah, we have some fun stuff to talk about too. So definitely come back.
Fun things to talk about, fun people to bring on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, when you guys hear us with the Bermans or any of our friends,
we might just laugh the whole time.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be hilarious.
That'd be fine.
That's going to be so fun. I'm so excited for this, babe.
Yay.
I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, this is going to be so cool. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. If you stuck it out, you guys are troopers.
Bless you.
You guys are the best. If we lost you early, you're not here anymore. So maybe you'll come back next time. But episode 1 in the books. Thank you so much for joining us. And until next time, we are the Batterberries. Take care.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.